Alright, summer is over and we're back to the grind. So with summer over, what exactly happened for the Sens over the last couple months? Well, since the last time I saw you, the Sens have made 2 trades and signed 3 players. The first of those trades came in July when the Sens sent Zach Smith to the Chicago Blackhawks in exchange for Artem Anisimov. The Hawks paid Anisimov a $2 million signing bonus before the trade, so this trade was all about money. After the signing bonus to Anisimov is paid, the Sens shipped out Smith's $3.2 million contract for this season and brought in Anisimov's $2 million contract for this season, a savings of $1.25 million. Anisimov's cap hit is $4 million though, so the Sens' cap hit goes up and the money they spend goes down. As for the move itself, it's a bit of a lateral move. Anisimov is slightly better offensively, while Zach Smith is slightly better defensively. Both can play center, so you haven't really gained or lost anything there either. Then, in a bit of a roster-saving move, the Sens sent Mike Condon and a 5th-round draft pick to the Tampa Bay Lightning in exchange for Ryan Callahan and a 6th-round pick. Callahan's not expected to play this season, which means he'll go on IR, and the Sens don't really have to pay any of his contract because it's covered by insurance. With Callahan seemingly being paid nothing, the Sens save the money for him and ship out Condon's $1.3 million contract, saving that money as well. Once again, the Sens have a cap hit that goes up and an actual money out that goes down. So basically, what did those trades teach us? The Sens really are serious about not spending any money. The GM, the coaches, the players, nobody's making any money. Oh, and get this one. The Sens made 2 trades with division rivals this season, and both involved the Sens taking on a cap dump. In the CC for Zaitsev trade, the Sens gave away the only pick, and it was a 3rd rounder. Then, in the Callahan trade, the Sens trade a high 5th rounder for a low 6th rounder, a difference of probably about 60 draft selections. So the Sens brag about having an abundance of draft picks, then they go out, take on cap dumps, and give away that abundance to their division rivals. Oh, and all this in a season where the Sens expect to finish last. And people wonder why there's such deep trust issues between the team and its fans. Basically, the NHL spent the offseason going, alright, let's get ready for another season, while the Sens were standing there like, okay, good luck, have fun, see you next year. Maybe next year we'll compete when we have better players and we might spend some money. Then, like an RKO, out of nowhere the Sens are like, wait, no, come back. We will spend some money. And the team signs Colin White to a 6-year contract worth $4.75 million a season. They finally did a good thing for once. I've been begging for this to happen for months, and it finally happened. Not only do they get him signed, but they get him signed to an incredible contract. Is it great now? I wouldn't say it's great, but it's certainly not bad. Wait 6 years though, and that's going to look like a steal. By then, we're going to be wishing it was longer than 6 years. After the season White had last year, locking him up to that contract, man alive, I'm excited to see what he can do. He should continue to improve on his 41 points from last year, but White will never be one of those 90-point guys. He'll probably finish somewhere between 60 and 70 points and give you terrific two-way hockey. As a prospect before he joined the Sens full-time, he was always being compared to Patrice Bergeron, and while I'm not sure he's ever going to get to that level, he's going to become very close to that, and he's going to become a very good player for the Sens. I just love having Colin White for the next 6 years. And while I do wish the contract was a little longer, that's a problem for 6 years from now. Speaking of a contract longer than 6 years though, the Sens doubled down on their core and re-signed Thomas Chabot to an 8-year contract worth $8 million a season. There is a hockey god, and he answered our prayers! Can you believe the Sens actually did 2 incredible things in a row? 8 years of Thomas Chabot? Well, actually 9, because it doesn't kick in till next season. How did we get so lucky? This contract is incredible now, Imagine what it's going to look like in 8 years. Right now, over the course of Chabot's 2 years in the NHL, he's averaging 49 points a season, which as a rookie defenseman is incredible. But last season, he had 55 points in less than 82 games. Chabot had 38 points in 38 games last season before taking a high hit from Matt Martin and missing 12 games. And while he wasn't quite the same player when he came back, he still had a solid season. If he can build upon that at all, look out NHL. And let's face it, the contract itself is amazing. Look at the Leafs. Young players with huge contracts. The Sens have young players of their own, and they're way ahead of the curve. Yes, the Leafs' young players are better than the Sens, but look at Matthews and Nylander combined. They make about $6 million a season more than White and Chabot, and I could easily make a case Chabot is the second best player in that group. Over the course of their contracts, how much more money is Matthews worth than Chabot? And how much more money is Nylander worth than White? I definitely don't think it's $6 million combined. I wouldn't be shocked to see by the end of this season that we see Chabot, White, and Tkachuk make nearly $11 million a season less than Matthews, Marner, and Nylander. Or Matthews, Tavares, and Nylander. These are incredible deals from the Sens, and when Ottawa's quote-unquote unparalleled run of success starts, it should set them up to be in a favorable cap position. Let's just hope that unparalleled run of success wasn't just Melnyk blowing smoke, and we actually get to that point. Then, to round things out, the Sens signed local product Scott Sabourin to a 1-year, 2-way contract. Hey, Austin Matthews, do you know who he is now? Anyone who missed it from the preseason, Sabourin and Matthews were jawing at one point, and to make a little joke, Matthews kept looking at the back of Sabourin's jersey as if to say, I don't even know who you are, dude. Well, he's an Ottawa boy with a Sens contract now, Matthews! All joking aside, though, this is likely just a depth signing for the Sens, but it is nice to see a local kid turn a tryout into a contract. But to be brutally honest, at most, he'll probably only get 5 or 10 games with the Ottawa Senators this year. The rest of his time will be in Belleville, and that is probably being generous. Speaking of the season, let's look ahead a bit. You can expect a season preview from me likely tomorrow, and then game recaps start again Thursday after the Sens open their season Wednesday night against the Laughs. And please, just beat the Leafs! As for me, I started a new job in April, and I have a lot less time now. Videos are going to be later at night, and some days, depending on my schedule, they may be a full day late. I will still be around with plenty of Sens content though. Until tomorrow though, let me know what you think of the moves. Comment your thoughts down below, hit like if you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you then.